honestly, I didn't even see it. We was expecting boot, and I told our guys we're gonna have a clean shot at him, be smart, and obviously, it didn't go our way.
Okay, so then as a takeaway of that, you've already missing Jermaine Lole, and now you're missing one of your best pass rushers. How much did that kind of hurt you guys in the?
Well, in a game like this, it doesn't hurt, right? But in a game where it's coming down to the fourth quarter, everybody's needed. That's tough. We got to be smarter. We knew it. We knew they were a stretch and boot team, and we knew it was going to have an opportunity to come off the edge free. And we practiced it. We told us, near foot, new shoulder, and now put your head in it. And Tyler did, and that's a mistake, and we'll learn from it.
Do you really think Azad Ben but not break with his defense because they held the ball for 30 minutes, but you only gave up 14 points?
Well, I don't think it's bend don't break. I think it goes hand in hand with our offense. I don't know how many 3 and outs we had, but they did a good job. It was probably the first team we played that didn't have a up-tempo offense. They kind of laid around, substituted late. It was kind of like very lethargic type game and weird, but at the end of the day, we kept our guys, we thought, pretty much fresh. We got those starters out mid-third quarter to fourth like we wanted to, get some young boys some reps in, and they did a good job.
Coach, you mentioned playing smart. Darian looked smart out there. What did you see from Darian?
Yeah, it starts with Darian, Batus. When you got guys who played a lot of football, the game slows down for them. We call it the Matrix, and we knew there was a big mesh team underneath routes. They sat there and threw it in a honey hole. Now I'm mad that he fell down every time he caught the ball. It was weird. I didn't understand that quite well, but at the end of the day, I think 2 of those was red zone turnovers, or we were backed up on one. I don't know. I thought they did a great job of responding to adversity in that situation.
What do you think of DeAndre setting the tone early with that pick?
I'm just glad he caught it. My son, they always said I didn't play catch football when he was younger. Obviously, I did something, so he caught that ball. That was good. We said we were going to bring pressure early on in the game, kind of set that tone, and we did on third down. And I don't know if the ball was tipped or what happened, but DeAndre was, Johnny on the spot. And I'm just mad he didn't get in the end zone. We wanted to do
I was just going to ask you if you were mad that he.
No, I asked him. His whole life, he was an offensive player, and he thought he was going to be a running back, and then he gets the ball. Last 2 times he's had interceptions and comes up short.
and so that pick really sets the tone early, but then here come all the flags. So what did that do with your guys' group?
Well, it's disappointing because the drive with all the flags that we gave up 7, and that continued most of the time. And I think the other one was off a turnover, and we knew that watching the game last week. That's kind of what happened to that team last week. So obviously we didn't learn well enough. We got to be a smarter football team. Can't grab the face mask, can't hit the quarterback, can't jump off sides.
Anything you can do to tighten up the pass rush from the D-line?
I thought D-line did good. We had a quarterback that got rid of the ball quickly. We obviously got him off his spot. We hit him. Sometimes, sacks don't really account for what you want to do. You want to be disruptive. I thought our D-line did a great job putting their hands up, something we're going to work on a lot. And I thought the quarterback threw off his back foot, and I think that led to interceptions.
Herm said that you guys were too emotional and that led to the penalties. What's the fine line between playing passion and aggression but not crossing over?
First time playing in the stadium in 600 some days with a lot of fans. I think freshmen, some young guys out there playing for the first time, older guys with a lot to prove, right? There's a lot on the line for all of us. So we talked about it. That was coach's theme, that was my theme, and you got to live with it. And I don't think those were a lot of emotional penalties. Some were bonehead penalties.
It seemed like Darian knew what was coming on those interceptions, and how hard have you worked with those guys on understanding route concepts and what teams are going to be trying to do against you guys?
College football is pretty easy if you study. It's not a lot of stuff that they do. We knew this team was a big underneath. I think they maybe took 2 or 3 shots down the field. Everything else was going to be, inside the hashes, and that's where our linebackers live. Obviously, I coach the backers. I harp on those guys, making plays and living in that world. And Darren Butler showed up. It's good. First interceptions, because out of all the backers, he's the only one I don't think with the interception with that many starts. So I'm happy for him. And probably his first since high school. It's been a long time.
And he got 2.
Coach, congratulations on the victory, first off. I want to know your thoughts on Jack Jones. He was flying all around the field, obviously stripped the running back right away. What were your thoughts on him, and what's looked different between this year and last year with him?
Well, I think just focus, man. With Jack, always been talented. I've known Jack since he was 13 years old, obviously, from Long Beach Poly. It's just about, not forcing issues. Yeah. Jack's always been the man. He's always been the man. And sometimes he thinks he has to make a highlight play every play. And sometimes just doing your job. His number didn't get called a lot tonight, right? They didn't throw the ball at him. They didn't complete a lot of balls at him. He did his job. And that's a good corner, and that's what we want those guys to do. As you saw, we put Chase in the nickel, challenged him a little bit. That was good. So moving those guys around is good for him.
Are we going to see Chase in the slot a lot more this year? Because I know we didn't really see much of that last year.
Well, I think you got veterans back there. You can move them around. I think if you looked and watched it getting closer, you'll see Evan Fields cover the slot. So that way they just can tee off on who's in the slot, right? Last year it was Jordan Clark the whole time. Who knows? Maybe it's Darren Butler. Maybe it's DeAndre Pierce. Who knows? Maybe it's a young freshman.